Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would revisit Blocs Wave and Launchpad on the iPad, and these are videos that I did right at the beginning of starting my channel. Blocs Wave and Launchpad are quite similar to live loops in either GarageBand or Logic. Basically it uses 6 clips, and within each clip you can have up to 8 instruments. So there's two ways of using it. You can either use Discover, which is what this is, or you can go to the browser and pick packs, and you can either pick a category and start off with like bass, drums, effects, melodic, percussion and vocal, or you can go to packs and it has individual packs, and you can download these. There's absolutely dozens and dozens of packs from Blocs Waves, and you can download those, and they are quite reasonable to buy. So these are all the ones I've got. If I go back to the project, so this is a new project and it just names it itself, Upbeat Playground, and these are beats that I've done with some of the packs. So if we start off with, this is a blank project, we want to kind of just play around and get a kind of initial idea. You can just press one of these and it'll randomly create a drum pattern from one of the packs. So you can just keep pressing it until you get something that you quite like, and then you can press the next one and get a melodic. And then see, we could change it to a vocal. And then bring the bass in. And some percussion. So that is one way of doing it. What I tend to prefer is going to the browser and picking up and going to packs, and you've also got user samples and loops that you can bring in as well, and then let's say you've got your categories and then your packs. So I tend to use the packs and then pick a specific pack to use, and that is what I have done for some of these. So this is the Cinematic Sci-Fi track that I've created, and as you can see there's 6 different clips, and they all have variations. So the other thing that you can do quite quickly is if you create one whole kind of finished clip, you can copy and paste that into, so if you press that, you can copy, you can either delete it or copy and then paste that into the next one, and then you could either mute things or delete them or change them out. So for instance, in this one, I've only got 3 samples. There's a bass, an effects and a melodic, and that is going to be this, even though it's at the end, that's actually going to be the start of the track. So let's say for instance I play that, and you can either mute samples by dragging down, so we could just have the bass going, or you can press the mute button and that will mute. So you can slide back up to unmute. So that is kind of like the start of this track. And let's say this is, you can automatically switch between clips. And it will just play them. Just count them. Say I wanted to add in another effect or something, I could just click that and add in telepathic effects, and then you can edit these by that is the volume for each sample. There's also an EQ, and then there's a pan, so I could pan this either left or right, and then just to the browser and go back and then stop, and then if I want to delete that, I just delete it. And then when you are finished all the clips and samples, you export it to, well, there is various choices, but so if we hit export, you either have an AAC or a WAV file, And then because I've already exported this, I can update it, reconfigure this, and open Launchpad automatically. And here we go. So that is the track in Launchpad. And it allows you to actually create the full track by playing this and editing out various samples and adjusting the effect. So this is the paid version of both Blocs Wave and Launchpad, and it allows you to go in and you can edit the pad sync. So you've got off, half, 1, 4 and 8. You've got loop, one shot and retrigger, and then you've got the volume and the panning for that particular sample as well. And then you can go to effects. So if we open the effects, so in the paid version you get a lot more of these effects, and you can actually go in and edit each effect. There is a free version of this, and it doesn't have as much that you can actually edit. And it's not very expensive, so it's actually worth getting the full one. So if I play, for instance, this melodic sample, it has various effects. We've got stutter effects. We've got gating. And this is applying it to, if I had more than one sample, it would apply it to all of the samples that we're playing, but you can actually go in and edit just the actual individual samples, and that's what those dashes are at the top of the effects. And then you have the filter amount. Adjustment there as well, and like I said, you can go in and there's a whole lot of presets. So the stutter, you've got stutter, auto filter, gator, delay, stopper and flanger, and you can change these individually, and there's a whole lot of presets there as well. And this is where you can actually switch off which samples are affected by that particular effect. So it's pretty comprehensive. Kind of two ways of playing this. So if I, like I said, press and play that, I can either play and add individual samples. If I swipe, it'll play the whole row, and there's only one sample can play per row, so we're going kind of vertically, as it were. So they play horizontally, but it will cancel out. You can't play more than one sample in a vertical row. And like I said, you can just bring in any sample that you want. So we could bring in one from that row, and like I said, we could just play that whole row automatically. And then like I said, we can go into effects, and so that is applying the gator to the whole 5 samples. And then you've got filter sweep, tape stop, and various other things to do. You've got stutter and different filter sweeps. So that is a very quick overview of how to use Launchpad and Blocs Wave. And what I've done is I've created a live mix track using the Cinematic Sci-Fi pack. So anyway, so that's it for today. And as usual, if you are enjoying these videos, please like, subscribe, and share and comment. And I will see you next week. Thanks for watching.